Good morning. So this morning is December the 16th, 2023. When I first woke up, it was like 6, something after 6. Right now, it is 7:19 a.m. So I've been woke at least an hour. And I had made a video on another computer and it just messed up on me. I'm redoing it again. So what I want to show when I be talking about how people can kill you from inside your home, from their home, from their house, or from a distance. This is what our government and our military organizations have been working on for many years. Our government has been working against its citizens since the 1950s, longer than I've been born. They brought scientists from Germany to the America in the 1940s, something I can't remember the exact year, but I know it was in the 1940s. So these mad scientists have been working on the citizens, even children, and you can find all this out on the internet. They have pictures. They show what these people have done. Um, all you got to do is put it in, but you can put the MK Ultra mind control. I just think that's one of the first ones that they've done. Operation Artichoke. I know that's one. Operation Mockingbird, that's another. There's a whole lot of operations. This and Operation B. I do have a list of them, but I don't want to make this video too long. But I want to show how cars and porches, lights, they're attacking us with lights. They're using microwave frequency, electromagnetic frequency, radio frequency, and microwave. I don't know if microwave or Wi-Fi. Or they're using something that's called B2K, which they call voice of skull. Like a lot of people in the old days, you will see them talking to themselves. Well, they probably was talking to someone that nobody else could hear. And it's called B2K, where if you have some type of procedure, you have doctors, yes, doctors, implanting people in their brain in different parts of the body. And so these people can be far away, and they put this thing on their head, and they'll begin to talk to you. They'll curse you out. They can say anything to you, and people will talk back to you because see they've been messing with the brain. They're actually hacking human brains, and that's why I say a lot of these school shootings. These children don't know what they're doing. You can look at them and tell they don't really know what they're doing because someone has been messing with their brain. They're hacking our brains so they can give you thoughts that actually can take your thoughts. They can give you feelings and they can take your feelings. This is what they've been doing. They had nothing better to do than to want to destroy humanity. And so they're using powers. They saying they're doing it so that we have better Wi-Fi. But it's for them to have better Wi-Fi because they're going to use this as a weapon against the citizens. So you have all this stuff up in the sky. They call it chemtrails, but it's weapons. We breathing it in, and as we breathe it in, they're using nano technology, tiny, tiny particles that we breathing in. They're putting it in our food, putting it in our water, and they're putting forever chemical in our water. So we have all this technology inside our bodies. So they put smart meters on all the homes unless you, uh, what they call it, when you decide you don't want it. I'm gonna just say exit out of it. You have to pay a fee. You have to pay a fee every month. They say they put the smart meters on our homes. On people call I don't own a home. I own much of nothing. But anyway, they put the smart meters on the homes. If you can see energy coming out from the wall. Actually, I'm submerged in it. Completely, utterly submerged in this energy. Because it's coming out from under the ground. Even on the outside. It's coming out from under the ground. Because they started putting everything underground. But they put everything underground so they can send radiation from under the ground. They got stuff coming from the sky, coming down. They got stuff coming from under the ground, going up. So it's meeting. So don't this remind you of the Noah's floods, where water came out from under the ocean. God opened the windows of heaven and it flooded. So water raised up and water came down. They flooded the earth. But now we are flooded with energy. They have these centers called fusion centers, where they have warehouses with computers all the way around, all the way around. So you have these men that's watching everything we do. I guess those who are being targeted. So whatever you do, if you're walking around your home naked, you're taking a bath or shower, whatever you do, they're watching. Fusion centers. That's why they have all this electrical inside our. I'm completely submerged under this energy. So they hire citizens to follow you everywhere you go. They texting. You go to the grocery store, they already there. They already know that you going to the grocery store because they're listening and watching you inside your home. If you're going to the doctor, they sitting at the doctor with you, and they'll call this person. You could be there first, but they'll call them first. So they go back behind in the waiting room and get the doctor to agree and join in with what they doing. So the doctors will start giving out false diagnoses. They're going along with what they say. And they can give you some type of diagnosis, like a disease like uh, HIV or AIDS or herpes or something that they say you can't get rid of. You can get rid of all of it. That's why they killed Dr. Sebi. They killed that man. He didn't die from pneumonia. He was murdered because he was so intelligent. He was healing people from everything that they say that you can't get rid of. So the doctors would go along with what cause these people in secret society. They in secret society, even pastors are in this secret society. That's why they don't teach the truth. They just try to get your money and get you broke. But they live in a beautiful home, driving BMW, Mercedes, Benz, and you got nothing. Not even a wagon. But anyway, so they now is rewiring car lights. This direct energy, when they shine it, this stuff goes right to your home. And it can go right through your walls. I got videos to prove everything I'm saying. And they rewiring the porch lights. They rewiring the street lights. And they doing these things so that they can cause you sickness. So the smart meter they put on the homes, they say that they put those smart meters on the homes so that they don't have to come out and check the meters. We've been in this house for 2 years, and they've been checking the meter for 2 years since we've been here. I got videos to show it. But I'm going to show in a little while what our neighbor do. Every single person that live by this house right here, they are all gangsters. Every single one. All the houses that's in front of us on this street, all the houses on the sides of us on this street, and on the houses behind us on the other street are all gang stalkers. I mean, they can shoot through the windows. This stuff will go right through glass, right through walls, and I can prove it. So anyway, if I go outside on the porch, I get shot at with some type of technology that could go right through my skin. I got little knots all up under my skin where these people shoot at me because they got them thinking I'm a terrorist and they don't want me outside. If I go outside on the deck, they do the same thing. If I walk to the mail, sometimes I have to make sure there's nobody, no cars or nothing. But I still get hit some kind of way. They got this stuff. What happens? The doctors, when they take your blood, if you are a targeted person, because they know that you're going to the doctor. Like I said, they watch every move that you make. What if you're not doing what they say you're doing? They'll make up a lie. They even make up videos because they think there's some type of video out there about me. I've never made a sexual video, not ever, and never will. Sex don't mean that much that I got the video having it, but people talk. They'll come around you and talk about you on purpose and have men following you around. That's why I don't go nowhere. I don't go to the grocery store. I don't go to nowhere shopping. I don't do. I have to order everything I get online. But they have these big behind men following me. They there before I get there, waiting. I don't know these people. I don't know what their capabilities are. They let people out of jail early to be a gang stalker. This is what our government is. This is coming all the way from the White House and beyond. They got shadow government. Anyway, this man, when we first moved here, I was taking the trash out. And as I was in the front yard putting the trash dumpster beside the road, three big trucks, came flying down here and went to the house across the street to the older man and his wife across the street. Then 3 more trucks came, and they always park in front of our house. I got it on video. 3 more trucks, and they went to the house right in front of us. And then first a silver car went to the man across the street, and then a blue truck went over there. He became every time they go to these people's houses, they become gang stoppers. They get patrolling. Like, I mean, if you just because you patrolling, what that's supposed to mean? You don't know what I'm doing inside the house. And if I decide to go outside, I go out there. But the thing is, they shoot at me with some type of technology. That's why I'm careful about going outside, because this stuff goes in my skin. And they attack it. They can attack it with the frequencies, the signals that they send. And it burns, it really do burn. You know. So I'm not gonna keep talking so much. But like I said, this is our government. Every single alphabet organization of the government is a part of this. They don't actually. The one that's attacking me is the sheriff department, the city cops, and military, and the Masonic order. Those are the ones, because all these people are of the Masonic order, and they get the doctors. That's why I quit going to the doctor. My stomach's all swollen up. I'm gonna show how they got my stomach swollen because they've been attacking me. Well, actually, they was attacking me long before I even knew years back in the 80s. I do believe that's when they started attacking me. Because back in the 80s, my heart would wake me up out my sleep because someone was attacking me. So I'm going to the doctor thinking there's something wrong with me. My stomach started shaking, just shake, and I couldn't sleep. So I'm going to the doctor for that. The doctors know that we are being targeted because they're saying we are terrorists. I have no idea how to be a terrorist. Neither do my sister. But they will attack my sister so much that she's bedridden. She can't even get up out of the bed. I have to change her diaper. I have to make she's on a feeding tube. I used to have to do everything for her, cook for her, everything. Make sure she eat, make sure she wash. But now I have to wash her every morning. Uh, clean feces off of her every single day. She's on a feeding tube. And they still attack her. They still attack her. She's bedridden. They still, these people, they will attack you until you die. Once they put your name on that list, blackball list, it's until you die. But you got regular citizens of the United States of America who has become murderers, who have become domestic terrorists, and who have become hired assassins. That's what y'all are. You people who be in gangsters. People are dying. And this is not just the United States of America. All continents, because this is bringing in the one world order. This is part of depopulation. They're not just killing us, just kill you. They call it a non-touch. It's a life straight out of hell if it's non-touch, because they touching us with technology, with frequencies, energies, currents coming right out the walls, coming right out the walls. The whole room. I had to take my clothes and I put my thing over here because I had it over there. But I saw so much energy over there. But it's in the whole house. It's in the whole house, the whole entire. house. They burns my feet from the floor, and they can make a gush of heat just go right my feet because they know where I am at all times. When I go to in my sister's room to give her a bath, they just burns my feet. Sometimes they burn my feet so bad I have to get up on a chair, prop my feet up, and try to wash them. The people are pure demonic. When I come from out of my sister's room, my feet are still burning, and I got on rubber shoes. I used to go just put ice on my feet, but I used to have to sit on ice because this heat goes in my private area. I'm being raped and sodomized with energy. This is what these people are doing. And it goes into my stomach. This is what they've done to my stomach. And then when I try to tell my family about what they're doing to us, they try to, one of my brothers try to act like this how I'm always cooking. That don't mean I'm eating. And I don't eat enough to make my stomach big like this. I eat very little because I can't. I never could eat a lot of food. I don't eat seconds because I throw it back up. I've been like this all my life. But that's the only thing that he can say. That I'm always cooking. I had to feed my sister. But she don't. I don't cook for her no more because she's on the feeding tube. This is every single day, day and night. But at night, it's when it's like they cut a faucet on and water just rush out. This is how these people do me. I don't know these people. But since they moved over there, and this man using this light on his cars, it's like I'm under a whole lot of energy. And I wake up, everything is shaking. Because this energy is coming out from under the ground and it's coming through the window from his car. But they ran pipes under this house before we even moved here. They fixed this house at a whimper. The landlord gets $1,200 a month from my sister. And I've told her lawyer, the one who's over her finances, I done wrote him 3 times. He refused to talk to me. He won't even address what I'm writing to him. I wrote him 3 times. I wrote his secretary 1 time. So there's 4 times that I've written to these people. I've written to senators. I've written to governors. I've written to mayors. I've written to attorney generals to get no help. And the Department of Justice always write me back. But I haven't written to them any time. But they writes me back. Can't help you. Now we being pure natural born tortured. I mean tortured with heat. This stuff can kill us. And they have killed some. Some people have like guys have retaliated. So they'll watch them make movies because they was a guy named Myers Mays. He's on YouTube. He made 3 videos, part 1, part 2, and part 3, explaining gang stalking. He was a lawyer, young black lawyer, down in either Georgia or Florida. But he took his time and explained gang stalking on part 1. Part 2, he was explaining to his grandma not to believe what she hear about him because these people make up all sorts of lies. They got the tongue of a snake. Pure lies. So he was explaining to his grandmama that what they said about him is not true. I didn't look at part 3 because I thought he committed suicide the way he was talking. But what he did, he went to this college. So evidently the people that he shot were the one that were gang stalking him. Because it will run you to do something like that. This is what these people do. But at my place, I have a duplex. I be here all the time 'cause my sister have 24-hour care. But I have a place that is a duplex. And when I first moved there, like a week after I moved there, and I've had this place 8 years, this couple moved in beside. From the time they moved in, they just started doing stuff. It had to be him. Put a bag of dry. I mean, it was so stanky, and it was juice that little. I ain't even gonna talk about. But I called the police because I did. At first, I didn't know it was them. He did because he looked right over there. Because these people are in the cup. Our police. That's why they can just beat you down and don't feel bad about it. And I think there's some type of cult against black people because they want us off the earth. I've seen video where they said they want us off the earth because we not worth living. That's why I be putting a lot of my videos up on Facebook, hoping somebody will look at it so you'll see what's going on. But people so blind and don't want to know nothing. But then when it happening to you, if it's happening to your family, then how you gonna feel? Because it's gonna happen to all of us. They're coming up with all kind of diseases, names, because it ain't no disease. It's what we breathing in. The stuff we breathing in is what's making people sick. The air that we breathe is not no C thing, 19 thing. It's not that. People being murdered. Things are happening to people right in the hospital because these people gonna keep their jobs. They don't care. I've been attacked in the hospital, so I know what I'm talking about. They was attacking me so bad in 2017 till I started passing blood from my mouth and from my stool. So my daughter taught me into going to the hospital because I didn't want to go. 'Cause I don't trust doctors. I've lost all trust in doctors, and I need a good doctor, one that believe in Jesus and serve Jesus. Anyway, the whole time I was there, I was under attack until I left. But anyway, I want to show what this man across the street is doing, and I better hurry up for my video run out. Then I can't show. I'm gonna pause just for a second. Mhm. Okay, so that's what he did yesterday morning. And if you were able to see the time, you could see the time was 6. He came out their house and cut the lights on. But this is what he do every morning. And they just moved over there, but they moved over there to be gang stalkers. So that was their father's house. He died being a gang stalker. He's in hell now. I reckon he's being a gang stalker in hell. Because these people are dying, being greedy for money. My sister, doctor, died. She's still alive, but he made money off of her, knowing he couldn't heal her because this is being done to her. This is being done to her through technology that he knew because they were gang stalking me. And if they were gang stalking me, they knew that she was targeted also. Because someone, some evil, wicked person, put our name on this blackball list to destroy our lives. Because this is what they do. They want to just utterly destroy us. And we ain't doing nothing to them. People try to say it's punishment from God. God don't operate this way. A lie from hell. People want to put, because of what the white man did to the black people in slavery. That wasn't God. That was pure evil. Satan using the Bible because it's God's word. But those people didn't know God's word. It won't in them. Nowhere on this earth could those people, being Christian and followers of Jesus, you're a Christian when you're a follower of Jesus Christ. They were not followers of Jesus Christ. They just used his name because they daddy put it on them to do it. The devil. Nowhere on this earth, those people were Christians. Nowhere on this earth that these homosexual pastors that's in the church, men marrying men, women marrying. That's not of God. God said it's an abomination. So y'all need to stop using the name of Jesus. Satan got you doing it. Satan got you doing it to keep people from away from Christ or Yeshua, whatever you want to call him. He know his name because he know your heart. He know who you serving. There are going to be many that's going to stand before him and say, Lord, Lord, didn't I prophesize in your name? Didn't I heal in your name? He's going to say, I never knew you because he didn't, because you don't belong to him. His name works, but you didn't belong to him, so he didn't know you. Not as a child of his, because you belong to Satan. So I'm going to show what he did this morning. In no way on this earth, a real man, a real man would do this. Because a real man gonna work and make his money honestly. A real man is not gonna bully women and to try to destroy women. For what? A real man appreciate women. Real men. And these men that's all mixed up in the head that want another man, now they'll do that. They will. But not no real man. See, no real man. Masculine. Man is proud of his masculine hood would do this. So I am going to put it on this morning. And that's what he did yesterday, the 15th. Today is the 16th. I'm going to pause again. Okay, so they're using lights on cars. They're using the lights on the porches. Anytime it rains, there always be a reflection of the lights. Every single one of them pointed over here. Every single one of them points to this house because it's direct energy directed to this house. Um, so I want to show where this man, the white guy that live across the street, he burns a fire. And on my security system, it shows that the trees, everything be lit up in the back. But what he's doing is allowing those aircraft that's in the sky to know where to come. And there is something in the sky that looks like the moon, but it's not the moon. It's an aircraft. And that moon be down here. It comes down here, whatever it is. I know it's an aircraft because I watches it. Um, but he had those files going. Sometimes you can see it lit up behind the trees, and then you can see it going back up in the sky. But I've been telling everyone that the moon is not a planet, which I found that out at the other house that we were staying in. And the sun is not the sun; it's military energy, a ball of energy. It's something that's being controlled by military, by someone. The moon being controlled and the sun being controlled because they use it to attack us while we're in the house. You can actually feel our skin. We can feel our skin. It's like it's not burning where you're a blister, but it's burning where you just. It's like a itch, some kind of strange burning itch. Me and my sister. That's why I knew they were still attacking her. But when I'm rubbing my arm, she's rubbing hers, and I had aluminum foil on the windows because they were shooting in the house. This stuff that they shoot go right through the walls, go right through glass. And I do have videos showing the little tiny holes in the aluminum foil. This I didn't use no cheap aluminum foil. I got the expensive kind, the heavy duty, and I put it on the windows on the back of our house because that's where the man behind us was shooting at me all the time. But he wasn't just shooting at me; he was shooting at the house because it was going through the windows, especially in my sister's room. The aluminum foil be full of holes, and I had my walls covered in aluminum foil, heavy duty aluminum foil, and I had the aluminum pans. I had Myers blankets that I wrapped the whole room because there was a guy staying beside us, and then there was military across the street, and they will shoot through the wall, brick house. They would be out there shooting that technology, and it goes right through the brick, right through all that aluminum. And then I had an aluminum pan between my two pillars. The aluminum pan between my two pillars was full of holes, so they would get me in my head. And the military guy, one day I was taking out trash in the early morning, and I felt someone do something to me in my stomach. I felt like they put a hole in my stomach. And he was waiting on me, sitting in the truck. And then after he shot me, he got out of the truck. He had like something like a backpack on the back of his bike, holding something in his hand, and went on back in the house. These military people. So one night I just happened to go outside, and one of the guys, two white guys and a white lady, when we first moved in that house, that's who stayed in the military house. Only military stayed in that house. In the house beside my house, only military stayed. It's a two-story house. Anyway, the guy was talking on the phone. He was outside talking on the phone. And I heard him say, I'll be glad when this is all over with. And the person on the phone said something. He said, yeah, but I feel like a criminal. So they try to make it seem like we're criminals, but we're not doing nothing to anyone. Just some evil, wicked, devilish person, pure demonic, put our names on this black ball list. And they follow you. Even guys that drive trucks, they just follow them everywhere to go. This the FBI, people like that, follow these men. But see what they're doing. Now this is a neighborhood mostly black. There's some whites here too, but mostly black. So they paying black people to destroy black. Everybody around here is mostly black. There's a white guy across the street and there's one behind us. Everybody else is black that I know of. There may be some. There's a trailer park somewhere or another, but they paying these people. Either they pay them in gift cards. All depends on what you do, of how much you get paid. But they destroying people. And you got retired military, active military, because they feel that they protecting the country. But how in the heck can you be protecting the country when you killing the people? We make up the country. It would just be a body of land without the people. I mean, they got these people real crazy, brainwashed. I mean, really, how can you be protecting the country when you destroying the people? And this not just in America, this is everywhere. If I were to go to Africa, it's in Africa. If I were to go to China, it's in China. If I were to go to Japan, it's in Japan. No matter where I go, it's there. The devil been covering his tracks, putting all his children in high places. Or these people serve Satan. And see, make sure they take pictures and all type of stuff. So if you try to get out of it, they'll blackmail you. That's how they get people to do stuff by blackmail. Because like I said, they know they have the software to make a movie with you in it, and you ain't there. They just all they need is your face. They might not even need your face, but say this is you, and people believe it because people believe a lie before they will the truth. They call me crazy, or this is what they train them to say. Anytime a person starts talking about paranoid schizophrenia, I know you're a gang stalker. People walking around here opening up the third eye. That is not what we're supposed to do, especially if you are a Christian. That is of the occult, secret society. There's a secret knowledge. There's so many people in the church that are opening up their third eye. And when you do that, be the way you can see what you and know what you know, is because the spirits of Kundalini are in you. Two serpents, demons, are in you. When you start lining up your chakras, as you line up, those demons is going up in you and meet right here in your forehead. They are demons. Kundalini are serpent spirits. And you got a lot of people in church trying to pretend that they prophetic and they this and they that. No, you are demonic. Ancient demons are in you. The fallen angel teaching people all sorts of stuff. They still here teaching. You got the central masters, the psychics. They go see, and there's a lot of these pictures that showing Jesus. Those are central masters, not Jesus. The central masters visit people and want them to think that they're talking to Jesus because they want you to go to hell just like Satan do. Because it's all demonic. And so these people, they know things that they're not telling everybody else. They know that the moon is not real. They know that the sun, because When I saw the sun stop shining, that fake sun, it actually stopped shining. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, before we moved here. Um, I was looking at my security system because their system was different than this one. I would have to go on the site to see my videos because they stopped sending them to my email. So when I called the people to find out why they stopped sending it to my email, the guy told me I had been blackballed. I said, blackballed? Why is I being blackballed? He said he didn't know it, but he knew. He knew. But anyway, um, I was looking at my system. It was happening as I was looking at it live. And I said, and it would get dark, and then it would brighten up, and it would, like a shadow was coming over the cars outside. So I was watching them, but see what they were doing, because certain part of the day, car would just start passing, passing both ways, just start flying down the street and passing, and there was like this guy would park across the street and make it look like fire from the sun was coming out his car. But it was something that he was doing. He would go in his trunk, then he would go to the passenger side of the car because the passenger side was facing our house. Then he would close the door, and once he closed the door, after a while you start seeing something rising up, rising up like light coming up from the door of the car, and it was just like come out, come all the way out the window and stuff, and the car would just start passing by. You could see the reflection just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. So I was watching it, and after a while, a shadow started coming up, and I was saying, "What in the world is the sun doing out there?" So because the sun would be in the back of our house by that time, and sometimes it'd be shaped like an eye. That's why I knew that is not the sun shaped like an eye, like your eye. And then it sometimes would just shine right in our yard. We could feel it in the house. And the shingles, you could smell the shingles melting. That's how hot it was. And I went to my sister's bedroom, and she had a bathroom in her bedroom. I was in the window looking to see what was going on with the sun, and it just like this the sun. It said just right, just like that. There, the sun stopped shining, and when it stopped shining, the moon was sitting behind it, and then it would just bust back in like fire, and it would do it again, and the moon would be sitting. I said, "Is that the moon?" You can hear me saying, "Is that the moon?" And I'm hoping I still got the video because a lot of stuff was. But I did on my phone, so it should be on my phone. But I had stuff going to my iCloud from my phone, and they deleted all my videos, all my pictures. I had pictures of my family. They deleted all of it, and so I don't know if I still got it or not. There was just so much stuff going on, They was sent this little girl to the house. The dude, who I don't know if it was a woman or a man. All I knew was a child they sent to the house, and so I didn't open the door. I just looked at the child out the window, and I didn't open the door. So she ran back because they had knocked the fence down. They had knocked the fence down with a car, and I was just watching, stand up in the window in the back. I was in the kitchen then. Look, I was at this kitchen sink, and they just walked up in their yard. It was still in their yard. They hadn't passed the fence yet, but the fence was knocked down. And I just started looking to see what the person was doing. Cause it was a tall person. The hair maybe right, something like that. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. And it looked like it could be Indian. Anyway, they told the child to come over. She had a little dog with her. So she started walking and she stopped and looked back and they told him to go ahead, but the person hid. That's why I didn't open the door, because I said, I ain't open that door. They sending that child over here. But the more I think about it, the more it's pissing me off. 'Cause I'm wondering, they're trying to say I'm a pedophile. It's making me mad because some guy, I have had guys to tell me that that's what they were saying about them, telling the people that they were pedophiles. And for them to be sending a child, because see, I've taken care of people's children, and like the young girls, and um, well, two, two that we really took in, and a girl and a boy. The little boy dead now, and the little girl, social service gave her back to the mother, and social service didn't care nothing about that child. They don't care nothing about black people, period. And so they wouldn't. The woman don't cry. Why would you give a child back to a crackhead mama when she ain't clean? And from what I hear, the girl not even in school. They said she looked like she ain't had a head comb in a year. I took very good care of these children, like they were mine, my blood, cause I just how I am. I just love children. I don't love them not to be no pedophile. I love them cause they children. My sex drive go beyond a child. Believe me, you got to be a grown man, and I ain't not no woman. Grown men. That's my sex drive. Not no child. A child ain't a thing a child could do for me. Not nothing. Anyway, I want to show so I can help her get off of here because I done been talking a long time. I'm just gonna show that this man held his fire, and maybe it's a signal. But then again, sometimes I wonder is that the heat that they sending in my body, because whatever this is they sending in my body is very it's what time is it? It's 8 something. I'm still burning from where they burnt me this morning. And I woke up at 6 something. I'm still burning inside my body. I'm gonna show my stomach one more time. There's no way that my stomach would be big like this by me. I can't even get out and walk. I can't go out to the stores. I can't do nothing because they follow me everywhere. I've been to the mall one time since I've been up here in this county. And it's been years ago. I went one time and people followed me all through the store. Everywhere I went, these two guys were following me. People following me, pointing their phones because they're using their cell phone as a weapon. Being freaky, tacky. And whatever it is in our body, they can pick up something and they start punching in numbers. I don't know how they do it. I don't know. That's why I don't like giving out my cell phone. I don't like telling people where I live. But see, they telling people where I live because gang stalkers pass by here all day. They'll just ride by, go turn around and go back out because they're using these lights. But they be having these meetings, so they try to see where the person is because they telling them all type of lies about me. I could tell my own story. I haven't been an angel. I use my body because that's what men wanted. I wanted it. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes men will force themselves on me like that's gonna make me just love them or whatever. I don't know, but that's what they did. But that's what I knew. That's what I knew. The first time I ever had sex, I was raped, and that was the only time I was with him. But he forced himself on me, and I'm still a virgin. I had a man try to rape me. He tried to rape me when I was still a virgin. As a child, I was molested as a little girl. Shouldn't have known nothing about the touch of a man. Never told my mama, so that demon has followed me through life. So anytime you got a child that's been molested by a man or a woman, that child needs to be delivered because that's an open door to demons, lust demons to come after that child, follow them through life. You have to be careful who you even let in your home because they leave spirits. Now God told me that. And you thinking the person left, but the demon's still there because you got children in your house. The demons there influencing your children. I did a skit one time with the woman at the well, and that's when God let me know. God told me that I didn't raise my children in the way they should go. That's why they was talking back to me the way they did. 'Cause I was talking to myself, and God answered me. And that's what He told me. It's your fault. You didn't raise your children in the way they should go. So when I did that skit, that's what I talked about. The people I allowed in my house. And there's demons that was in them. Because these spirits can retouch themselves, they spirits. Anyway, let me show y'all this what this man be doing so I can get off of this video. Damn, they don't woke up and want somebody to scratch him. I'm gonna spray his butt. Okay, so this fire. Um, and it was 3 something in the morning that he got there. But right now, at that time, it was 250 something. But he was out there because I woke up at 3 something, and he was out there, and there was somebody else out there with him because they left. But there are aircrafts in the sky, and they come down, especially that thing that looked like the moon. It be down here, and I got it on video, on some other video. Now last night I didn't see it, but there was something. There was an aircraft, and I did see it go back up. But when I first looked out the window, because I looked out the window to make sure I'm seeing what I think I see. It was high up in the sky, but then I saw something later on fly by. It went that like that way. What these things are, I don't know. You know that different people make these fires on this side of the street too. And I remember one night I went outside to take out some trash. When I turned around, there was an aircraft just above the trees, and it was blinking red lights. So I went in the house. When I see stuff like that, I take pictures. But it was gone. Now that moon, I got quite a few pictures of that moon, and always be close to this house here. What it is, I don't know what the purpose of coming, but I do know they flying saucers. I know that for a fact 'cause I done seen them, and there are a lot of them, not just one or two. The first time I seen the flying saucers, was a whole sky full of them, looked like stars in the sky. There was this big airplane going around in this big old circle, and once it passed one of those things that look like a star, they'll do the lights like that car was doing. make the light get real bright, and then it would shut down. It would get real bright, and it would shut down, and then after a while you see it. It would take, I mean, real fast. And they did it one at a time. And it was cold. It was January, cause we moved up here. I think it was the next day we moved up here, and since we been in this county, I've seen them flying. So, boy, what is you doing? What you doing? um, Down here, not up in the sky. They were down here. First time I saw one down here, we was in Macon Ridge, and it was coming down from the sky. All you could see was light. But once it got down here, it cut the lights off. I said, that's a flying saucer. So I just stood there, looked at the person that with me, started running. I wanted to see, and this I think it saw me because it just sat there. You couldn't hear no sounds or nothing. It just sat there, and then it slowly started moving, going down. I said, "Boy, if I had a bicycle, I'd sure follow it." I didn't have no car. Anyway, my battery's running low, so I got to cut off. It says your battery is running low, so this is it. I talked too long.